Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still somewhat new, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you do subscribe today, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Everybody who is already my viewer, all my subscribers, a big honkin' thank you to all of you. Without you, my channel would not be what it is today. For those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author writing an action-adventure love story series on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. Book 1 here, which I've read out loud live on Facebook and uploaded all of those videos here to YouTube for you to enjoy. If you've already read that or watched all the videos, know that Book 2 is published and available. These are available, all the links for them are in the description box below to purchase them, to watch the videos. Also, if you would like a personal reading, check out the description box. There's a bunch of good stuff in the description box below. Okay, so today what we're doing, well, first of all, I'm back. I took a week off in case you were wondering what was going on if you didn't see my post. Yeah, I took a week off, a little bit of a vacation, went down to the beach, and I'm feeling a lot better. So that was much needed. And so welcome and welcome back to those of you who have been here. So what we're doing this month is, since it is Father's Day, just like Mother's Day for last month, all month long we got our messages from different mother energies. And this month we're going to do the same thing with the father energies. So today we are asking for our messages from Master Jesus. Okay, and I got out my old crucifix here. I got this crucifix when I think I was about 7 years old. My aunt and uncle went to Mexico and they bought it there and brought that home to me. It's very old. I'm 49, so it's very old, very antique. And I just wanted to have it here because it just shows what Jesus did for all of us, and it was his path. So okay, so the deck that we're going to be using today is the Medieval Scapini for the Christian elements that are in it. Also, it's done by Luigi Scapini, a masculine. If I need to clarify, I'm going to use my Rider Tarot, and I'm going to pull at least 3 cards at the end of the reading from the Archangel Oracle by Doreen Virtue. And you know, actually today I almost did not do Jesus because I'm going to get at least 1 card from the Loving Words of Jesus, also by Doreen Virtue. Now what I was saying was that I almost didn't do Jesus this week because his deck hadn't arrived by yesterday. By last night, I changed everything up because I didn't have his oracle, and I really wanted to use his oracle, his Loving Words of Jesus here. And I was thinking to myself, wouldn't it be awesome if it showed up in the morning, because I checked its delivery status and it wasn't even en route. And I was like, oh man, you know. And but then when I got up today, there he was. So I was, you know, what a miracle. Again, like these decks, there's all these little miracles, but I call them miracles because that's what they are. Life is miraculous. There's no coincidences. So today, it's Jesus week, because, you know, for the mother, the first week I asked Mother Mary, you know, she was a person. The next week I asked Goddess Caradwin, she's a goddess, you know, and then the next week was Mother Earth, and then after that was the Universal Mother, the Sacred Divine, her feminine herself. And so I wanted to start with a person, with a master, with Jesus as opposite with Mary, you know, and I was like, well, you know, you just got to calm down and you don't have to do it exactly the same every way. But then I got his beautiful deck, and what I've been wanting too is a deck with like this on the side. Look at that. Can you feel his light just from that reflection? This is beautiful. I'm so grateful. And Then I asked for a message from it, and I got, with God, all things are possible. And I'm like, they sure are, yo. All right, so let's get going here. As a reader, I'm a sacred masculine, sacred feminine reader. It's all about the masculine and feminine energies. Every single one of my readings is that way. So that's why I explain how I read these. I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will, and major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. And that is the plan you made for your life before you incarnated, so that you would gather wisdom and raise your vibration of the soul, of your soul. So eventually you get to a lifetime where you're like Master Jesus. You become a master, you're enlightened, and you can leave a lot of good energy in the world. Okay, so when I'm looking at your major arcana, it's kind of like looking at your at fate, but not really, because free will can change anything. There are times when we can't change something. We try our hardest to change something, and we can't, and that's because we wrote it into our divine blueprint that way. Those times are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you don't have. So let's just jump right in here. Let's get going. Capricorn, at the heart of everything for you, you've got Wands energy, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, okay? So the 10 of Wands, this is a major burden, okay? You've been like hecka burdened, okay? This could be your job. This could be a project, because it could be something that you're passionate about, okay? You've just been overburdened. You may have bitten off more than you could chew. You may have, volunteered to do something that it turns out that you're not very good at, or you don't enjoy doing, and, it's just too much, okay? You are just, this Wands is fire energy, that's passion. So I just feel like your passion is even gone. You're just like, ugh, that's it. I'm sick of everything, okay? Well, this is what's at the heart of everything. That's the position of this card. What's at the heart of everything, and this is the energy that's crossing that. And the meaning of this card changes, so I always have to just get my intuition. And so what I'm feeling is this is the reason. This is the reason you're feeling overburdened right now. It's because it's the end of a cycle, a major cycle. In fact, it could have even been about 10 years. Whenever I get tens, I just feel like 10 years is an era, whether it's 10 to 12 years, it's an era. It's a cycle. Okay. And, it could be that the world is calling to you. You want to move out into the world and do more stuff, instead of I just feel like this is keeping you stuck, and putting out that fire. But you're supposed to feel that, because this is the end of a cycle. Okay, sometimes when we feel the end of a cycle coming on, we just get, we feel it. You're feeling done. That's because you're almost there. Okay, no, you are. This is the end. If it had been upside down, this would be like, no, this cycle is not ending. But it's not. These are always read right side up when it's the crossing. And yeah, it's the end of a cycle. Don't worry, you're feeling the way you're supposed to feel. Now, this is what's at the root of everything here, okay? So this is judgment in the reverse. Whenever I get judgment, I always hear the phrase, it's time. This has to do with resurrection. This is also an ending. This is a double 10 here. This is 20. The X's are 10. Okay, so the X's are telling me, man, you are really at the end, except it hasn't really ended yet, okay? This is, when it's in the reverse, this is delay, okay? There may be some failure to face facts here, maybe some procrastination. It's not the end. It hasn't been the end. So that's where you're getting exhausted. Okay, but let me tell you something here. Okay, this card comes right after this one. Okay, this is 20, this is 21, the end of the major arcana. You are there. You were feeling that it wasn't happening. You're just like, but it is. It's happening, okay? In case you didn't get that, that was, ah. All right, so this is the energy that is moving out of your life at this time, okay? And this is more fiery energy. I just feel like, God, somebody is like putting your fire out here, okay? Because this is the spark of inspiration. This is, you know, all the energy that it takes to get something started. It's a new opportunity, okay? But here, this is like a stunted beginning. It never really happened. Something that it never manifested into this. You may have started it a little bit, but I just feel like it didn't even really peter out. It just kind of imploded. It just didn't, it just, you know, you started it and it just went, okay? It's a false start, okay? A false new beginning, because let me tell you something. When you, in the tarot, when you get to the 10, it's from the ace to the 10, and then once you're done with the 10, you go to the ace. So this is your most recent past. I'm sorry if I didn't say that. This is your most recent past. This is the energy that's moving out of your life at this time. So that you wanted a new beginning, but it never really started, and that's why you've got this reversal of judgment here. But don't worry, this ending is coming, okay? Now the next two cards for me as a reader are future cards. It's interesting because this is the 8 of Wands and this is the 9 of Wands, and then you have the 10 of Wands, okay? So this is another way of saying that it really is, you're right, it really is over. This cycle is over, okay? You know, 8, 9, 10, it's a progression. Like if you were at 1, 2, and 3, then I would be saying you're just getting started, okay? But no. These first few cards here, this is all about endings. Things are winding up here, okay? But these two cards here are future cards, and what you've got here is more wands. So this is probably a lot to do with your career. Your career, it could be your spiritual path. This is a general reading, so it's going to be different things for each of you. So don't get upset if I don't say which it is. You know what it is, okay? So you know if this is your career, or if this is a hobby, or if this is your spiritual path, okay? Because fire is spirit, fire is career, fire is inspiration and creativity, okay? So as a future card here, what you've got is the 9 of Wands. And this is the Wounded Warrior card. I just feel like you may be feeling pretty defensive, but you are also ready to go. If you need to fight one last battle, you are going to do it. Okay, you want this to be over so bad. You're like resting up so that you can fight this one last battle. But will it happen? Did you already fight your last battle? The end? Let's see. I have to really just start talking before the full story comes out here. Now, the 8 of Wands is a swift activity, okay? Swift communication. However, this is in the reverse, okay? This is, now, this does have an element of, like, a love relationship in it, okay? So, I mean, look at these different stages, okay, of communication here, of playing as children, as wooing the one you love, and then this, you make me sick, we've been together too long. However, this is in the reverse, okay? So the 8 of Wands here, for this deck means, in the reverse means, you know, a dispute. Somebody's jealous. There's discord, there's more delay, okay? There's some stagnation going on here, and like it shows right here, there may be some domestic quarrels going on here, okay? So that's what this says in this deck about this in the reverse. However, I feel like this is also no communication. You may not be, while this is communication and fast, I'm just feeling like this is no communication, and things, yeah, there's going to be some stagnation. Things aren't going to move for a minute, okay? And so I feel like this is going to happen first and then this, because things are not going to be moving, but then you're going to be ready. You're going to take that moment to maybe take a nap, or you know what I mean, and just rest up for this last battle. You're ready to go. Now, the next card, that was interesting how the King of Coins just sort of moved like that. Okay, so this is your hope card. This is the Pope S in the reverse. So that's kind of a weird, not weird, interesting, unusual hope. So I got to fill this out here. Now, this is also one of the reasons why I chose this deck for the Jesus thing. That she is the Pope S. There's legends of an actual female pope. Okay, so this is the High Priestess, though. Okay, and she's in the reverse. She knows she doesn't speak. This in the reverse, though, usually is like manipulation. This is where this person, somebody who is a high priestess type energy, somebody who knows energy, somebody who is psychic, intuitive. This is Virgo energy as well. When they're in the reverse, they're trying to get away with something, and they're using their powers to do it. And it's not going to turn out for anybody. Okay? This is knowledge, this is ignorance, and instead of helping, being a teacher and stuff, this is selfishness and improper judgment. It says for this deck, that's standing out to me is improper judgment. Okay. So maybe what you're doing here is you're hoping that whatever negative judgment happened, because when it's right side up, if there's a judgment or a decision, it's in your favor, but when it's upside down, it's not. So now I get that. That's what's standing out to me. Now, you're hoping that this negative judgment is false. You're hoping that it's this decision or this judgment, that somebody will recognize that it's wrong. Okay, so the rest of these cards are coins. That's your energy, earth energy. You know, this just appeared in Virgos as well. You might want to check out Virgo's reading for this week. This is about gambling. This is the Seven of Coins. And this is a card of nurturing what you've planted in your life, like your energetic seeds for your life. And it's you usually see some fruits growing on a bush and the farmer standing there admiring how it's growing, but it's not ready for harvest yet. And the advice for that card is to continue your diligence, to continue to water and weed your energetic seeds. However, in this one, this is all about, I mean, look at it. This is right side up. This is about gambling. Somebody gambling with the fruits of their life energy. This is in the reverse. Okay, so this is loss. This is gambling with your life energies, fruits, the things that you've been working on, your investments, your emotional investments, your goals, your plans, taking all of it, gambling with it, and when it's upside down, you've lost. So there's this unwise investment or loss of money type energy going on here. You may have gambled something. You may have gambled a lot. And so now you're feeling anxiety. You're feeling impatience. you know, because of these, for not being prudent, for gambling, I guess. This maybe you didn't even know you were gambling, and this is Jesus saying, look at what you actually did, Capricorn, was gamble. And when you gamble, sometimes you lose. Now, the next energy that we have here is the 5 of coins in the reverse. This is your fear, okay? So the 5 of coins is usually like destitution, being left out in the cold. But this is in the reverse for you. So this is your fear card. And this, for this deck, this focuses on reversal of that type of thing. Okay, it's the opposite. This is overcoming that disharmony, overcoming this bad stuff going on in your life there's an element of new interests here. So as a fear card, that's kind of interesting there. You may be afraid of change. You know, you may be this says overcoming disharmony in marriage or love. Maybe you don't want to make up. You know, it doesn't have to be a marriage. It can be somebody else, but this obviously has something to do with marriage. While this is being out in the cold and being poor and destitute and my cup is half empty, this is recovering from that kind of stuff. So as a fear card, that's rather interesting. I'm going to go ahead and grab a clarifier. I'm sure you understand, but I don't. I'm not a Capricorn. I don't have any Capricorn in my chart. So I'm not feeling that. I don't know why someone would fear that. So let's see what Jesus has to say about it. Wow, okay. Look what you got. That's so weird. It's the 5 of Pentacles upright. Okay, so this is the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So, you've been feeling out in the cold, maybe feeling destitute, suffering. The cup is half empty, and you've been waiting for a new opportunity to come in, and it's taking a long time. So that's your fear, that it's going to keep taking a long time. So that's an interesting fear card, that it's kind of like a hope, that you hope that you can be out of this energy, but getting out of it is taking a long time. So what you're actually afraid of is that it never actually comes in, because this Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck. He's also your knight. You are earth. This is all about your earthly life. It's just whatever you've been wanting to come in is taking too long. And that is this King of Pentacles. There he is, the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles. You know, the Knight of Pentacles is so slow because he's methodical. He's meticulous. He does everything right. He goes very slowly, so that he does everything one by one and with a lot of concentration, which is why he goes so slow. But that's also why he's the one knight in the deck that's most apt to become king. And so here he is. And for this particular card, I feel like this is manifesting. He's upside down because his energy is not fully manifested yet. It has not fully come into being. This is, I mean, look at him. I don't know if that is a phoenix, but I'm just being pointed shown this, that this is like Phoenix energy. When he does flip, this King of Coins, this is what this Knight is bringing in. This can be something like a new job. This can be a money windfall. This can be like a bunch of money. The king of the monies. You know, it could be a person. You know, if you see yourself as the Queen of Coins, this could be you waiting for your king to come in. Okay? But he isn't manifested just yet. However, the cycle is currently ending. Okay? In fact, sometimes what I'm feeling is that it's ended. Maybe you just need to catch up with it. Sometimes these things end, and it takes us a while to wrap our minds around an end and accept it. And that's when it's truly over. Alrighty, so, oh, right. Now what we have here is the underlying energy of all of this. This is the Three of Cups. There's been a lot of, there's more, this does speak of delays in this deck. This speaks of loss of prestige, but this is also overindulgence, okay? This is where you may have had too much of something. It could have been, you could be drinking too much, you could be smoking too much, you could, you know, whatever you're doing, you've been overindulging in. This is the underlying energy. So this is reminding me of this. This is your current state of being or your environment. And so what this is saying is that you gambled too much. Okay, let's, whoop. Now, you've got 3 major arcana cards. You've got the World, Judgment, and the Popess, the High Priestess over here. So 3 out of 10 cards means that most of this is in your control, Capricorn. And this Knight, or this King that you're hoping for, is manifesting. He is coming in, okay? However, you're going to be feeling this delay because of this non-communication, okay? And then when there is communication, there may be one last battle to fight, okay? Before this king can manifest. All right, let's see what the Archangel cards have to say. Get at least 3 of these. Whoops. Oh, beautiful, lovely. So the summer solstice is coming. That's June 20th. That's also Father's Day, which is the reason I'm doing, we're asking the masculine, the father energy all month for the messages. Because this channel is about the mother energy who has been ignored and not listened to, and a lot of people didn't even know that she existed. I didn't. I was raised Catholic and I didn't know anything about the goddess. I thought that was just all pagan stuff, you know, until you look at things like, you know, quantum science and things like that. And so it's all about the mother speaking, but we totally respect and love the masculine, the sacred masculine, okay? The distorted masculine, no, nobody really likes him. But we accept everyone's energy as present and as part of all of us, but it doesn't mean we want to go playing in their pool, you know what I'm saying? Oh, calm down, y'all. Okie dokie. They are like, okay. All right, Capricorn, you've got indigo and crystal children, Archangel Metatron. Okay, so he's good with the chakras. You may have a chakra that you gotta open up here more. But this does have to do with indigo and crystal children. You may have an indigo or crystal child. You may be an indigo. Well, you may be a crystal as well, but I think most adults are indigos. But anyway, Archangel Metatron says you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Okay, so I'm being shown that this isn't just actual little kids. People have the inner child within. And I feel like that's something that you can also address. If you know how to identify your inner child, then you will know how to identify with others' inner child and be able to communicate to them in a very healing way. Okay? Color. Color really helps. There's such thing as color therapy as well. And just check out chakras and all that, okay? Pardon my voice, guys. I went down to the beach for my vacation and I was breathing so great, and then I came back home and now I'm all khaki. I'm like a cack. Okay, so thank you. Outdoors, Archangel Jophiel. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of wands in here. Okay, so maybe you have been feeling creatively destitute. Okay, I understand that feeling where you just don't have any creative juices left in you. You're just exhausted. You can't think of anything. So for this inspiration, which is very much one's energy, Jophiel is saying to go outside. And I've been doing that a lot too. Just sit there. Just sit outside. Absorb the energy, absorb the sunshine, absorb the moonlight, listen to the breeze, watch the animals and birds and insects, and just appreciate the grandeur of the miracle of creation itself. And it will speak to you. It's been speaking to me. Okay, so, clairsentience. This is clear feeling, okay? So this is Archangel Raguel. He is a very ancient archangel. He's one of the older guys. He and Raziel are really old, okay? So he says, notice your... Sorry. He's like, not that old, God. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance, okay? So they really want you to pay attention. And I think this is something that you can feel out while you're outside. Okay? This is just work on this kind of stuff while you're sitting in the silence, or somewhat silence. When you're outside, you hear the breeze, you hear the birds, you hear the people talking in their yards next door. It's all nature, whether it's people, cars, it doesn't matter to me. Planes going by, it's all nature. We're all part of nature. And so, I just go outside and meditate on all of that, and start paying attention to your feelings, what you feel, okay? And you got another one. You got Healthy Lifestyle by Archangel Raphael, okay? So he's one of the, hello, can we please, thank you. Why isn't it focusing? Archangel Raphael is one of the four major guys, There's Michael, there's Uriel, there's Raphael, and there's Gabriel, okay? So he's the healer. He's got the emerald green healing light. And, if you ever feel sick, ask him to surround yourself, your energy with the emerald green healing light. But he says, eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health, okay? So what this is saying, this isn't just like, you go to the doctor and the doctor says, hey, do all this, be healthy, get it, no, he is a doctor. He is like the doctor archangel. But what this is about is the healthier your body is, the better it will conduct uh, energy, the better it will absorb the energy, the better you will feel energy. See what I'm saying? This really helps, especially if you like clear your pineal gland, apple cider vinegar, stuff like that. Take diatomaceous earth, that will take out toxins. And you know, the healthier you are, the more open you become to allow spirit to flow through you. Some people will say, you know, the more powerful you become. But no, no, no. It's not exactly you. You have to open your channels. Your chakras are the energy conductors of your energy. They're like the veins for your energy. So if you have a constricted vein, you're going to have pain, you might have a heart attack. So when you open your chakras, if you have like if your chakras open this much, not a whole lot is going to get through, but if you open your chakra to this much, you know what I mean? Then that's more of spirit's power that will flow through you. It doesn't mean you're more powerful. It means that the power of the one spirit flows through you better. Okay, so let's just ask Jesus for some cards and we will close out your reading. Please don't forget to like. It really helps me out. Go ahead and comment. I love your comments. I really do. I love to see how you resonate with these. Sometimes I learn a little bit more, and then I can remember when I see or feel the same energy. I can learn from what you guys say, and I just really love you all being here with me. I'm so appreciative of you, the Mother Speaks Tarot Collective. Alrighty, Master Jesus, what would you like to say to Capricorn? Capricorn seems to be in a bit of a pickle. Is there something you can say to help Capricorn out? Thank you so much. I love this artwork too. This artwork is by a guy named Greg Olson. I forgot to tell you guys. So he's a masculine or a man, you know, doing the artwork too. That makes it more masculine for me. But look at how handsome he is. He is so handsome. I just love this. Just, I don't know. I always had a crush on Jesus. Okay, so what good little Catholic girl doesn't, probably. Okay, so ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. Oh, okay, so John 16:24, this came up. I think this is the one that came up for Virgo. Man, you know, you guys' readings are always so similar. And ask and it shall be given you. Okay, so with these cards, I'm being told to tell you too to go ahead and look up Matthew 7:7 if you feel like it has more to tell you. But also 7.7 here, that's angel number 77. You might want to go ahead and Google that. And also archangel number 1624. And it's the same. John 16:24 is where that's taken from. You might want to go to the Bible and check that out. It might have more messages for you. Okay, so basically what it's saying here, Capricorn, is I think to get your Knight of Pentacles to come in, to ask. You've got two cards here. Jesus is saying here, yo, just ask. Ask. Because angels and the divine can't be Budinskis. They can't come into your life and just do whatever. You got to ask them. You wouldn't want somebody to come into your house and start rearranging stuff unless you asked them. This is their way of respecting our space, respecting us. So ask Jesus. Ask Jesus. Ask the archangels. Metatron is very powerful. He cleared my chakras one night very powerfully. I said to myself as I was meditating, all chakras open, like some kind of fool. And then my back straightened up. Like I was something took over, and my back just went stiff, and it stayed like that for a good long minute. I didn't know what to do. But ever since then, I started to see colors in my mind's eye and stuff like that. So it's like an initial chakra. Be careful how you ask though, because that it wasn't painful, but it was shocking, because you don't expect like anything really physical to happen to you, but sometimes it does. So you've got Metatron, Raphael, Jophiel, and Raguel, okay, and Jesus. Got to ask for some help, and you got this. All right, Capricorn, so that's what I have for you at this time. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.